What's up, y'all? Don't forget 9 Wives coming soon. I should have a release date and a link this week, so stay tuned for that. And I want to chime in on this Mitch Richardson situation. It hit me. Malcolm X gave a speech here in Los Angeles on 56 and Broadway, right? 5606 Broadway to be exact. And that's a speech when he says, "Who told you to hate your nose? Who told you to hate your lips?" Right? If many of us may remember that speech. Well, I got a question for you. Who told you to fall in love with the Olympics? Who told you that was the apex of excellence? The same people that told you to hate your nose. So this mission, man, I see so many people coming out. Hey, boy, we got to make sure she get to the Olympics. Why are we valuing the Olympics? You understand what I'm saying? Like, so many, I think it's like a mission for us to fight for things that don't really have value. It is a sporting event. They told you to hate the Negro League, love MLB. Hate the ABA, love the NBA. Man, when you know better, you do better. You know what I mean? And we got to equip ourselves with stop having selective morality, man, and selective accountability, man. At the end of the day, what's the point of it? For validation? I don't even have in my bio that I'm Emmy nominated because I don't value it. You understand? I value what these hands create. You understand? Like the 3 books I wrote. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll say this too. You can love Miss Richardson and hold her accountable, y'all. That's possible. You know what I mean? Since this is a predominantly boxing channel, do we grant clemency to a fighter that comes in 4 ounces overweight? No, you miss weight. Pay the fine. And it's up to the other team whether they fight or not. You understand? We all got problems that we're going through. We all have stuff that we're going through. And 2, if you give her clemency on that, think about this. You're not respecting the work ethic and the accountability of the other black athletes that are in the Olympics. Some of them probably had deaths. I'm pretty sure everyone's affected by cancer in America. You can love Miss Richardson and hold her accountable. And the last thing I want to bring up too. I saw her do an interview and there was no man present. Where are the men in her life? Where's her coach? Where's her uncle? Where's her father? I Googled her father and there was nothing to be mentioned of her father. Men, women, we got to surround ourselves with men and women to support us. You understand? She should not be doing an interview of that magnitude without a support team around her. You get what I'm saying? And I think that at the end of the day, we got to really hold ourselves accountable, man. And stop chasing things for acceptance. That Olympic medal, yes, it shows work ethic, but it's an entrance into a passageway that basically don't value. You know, Clarissa Shields is the most decorated professional and amateur fighter in the history of American sports. Showtime won't pay her. Fox won't pay her. ESPN won't pay her. We got to support our own. All these famous people, we got to build a community to impact our own. Build our own. You know, we so much looking for people to write us a check. You know what I mean? Leave them, let them be on their own. You know, and I'm speaking from experience. They laid me off from teaching. I built a platform where I can teach. You know what I mean? They took my credentials. I made the platform bigger. They offered me $1 million. I turned it down and make $1 million with my own hands. So I'm speaking from a place of know-how and actually did it. So all these celebrities that saying she gotta run, you can love her and hold her accountable. If that's my son, we gonna go in the back room and have a great conversation. Lincoln and I gonna have a great conversation. If that's Kennedy, we gonna have a great conversation in that back room. Because daddy didn't raise you not to be accountable. I don't give a fuck if it's 1 cent. If the cashier gives you 1 cent too much, you give that penny back. We have selective morality and selective accountability. Well, no one's watching, so I don't have to do this so I don't have to finish my workout. You know what I mean? My landlord don't charge me late fees, so I can pay in the middle of the month. My boss don't come in on Fridays, so I'm going to come in late. This selective accountability and morality that we have within us. It's not just a black thing or a brown thing or a white thing. It's instincts. It's human. Hold yourself accountable and hold her accountable. How is she going to become greater? By learning from this. Buster Douglas lost his mom. 43-1 underdog. 43-1 underdog. Went to Tokyo, Japan. No fans, just his team. And won the fight. And moreover than that, he had to get up off the canvas to win the fight. You know what he did when he hit the canvas? He pounded his fist on the chest like, I'm not losing. I'm not losing. My mom didn't give birth for me to come in second place. My mom didn't give up on me to not hold myself accountable. I done ran 300 miles in this camp. I done did 100 rounds of sparring. I gave up food. I gave up women. And I'm showing up tonight in Tokyo. I know I got Don King and the money against me. I know I got Mike Tyson and his team against me. I know they already got a fight scheduled in 4 months against some big name. But tonight is my night. And he held himself accountable, banged his fist against the canvas, got up, and changed history forever. Mike Tyson became mortal. And on that night, Buster Douglas became immortal. Now, what's going to be her story? If we don't hold her accountable, she's going to think, well, you know, if I fail a drug test again, I got all these people supporting me and weed is legal and this. It doesn't matter whatever she signed a contract to, that's what she abides by. And if she doesn't want to abide by it, guess what? Create your own. It's simple. Black elites, stop tweeting and start building. I repeat, black elite, stop tweeting and start building. Guess what? The same thing that y'all did is the same thing